America's public enemy number one in the United States is drug abuse. It is necessary to wage a new all-out offensive.
We're going to move on to this next story. An Indian national was abducted at the U.S. border. $2.5 million worth of his property was stolen. Indian national, 21-year-old Ashdeep Singh, was delivering cargo from Canada to the United States on June 5th when he was approached by badged assailants at the Peace Bridge port of entry at Niagara Falls, New York. The men ordered Singh to move his vehicle over to an inspection station, at which point the commercial truck was referred to the Vehicle and Cargo Inspection System for a non-intrusive X-ray exam, which showed inconsistencies between the cargo in the nose of the trailer and that of the rest of the load, according to the Department of Justice press release. Following the intrusive scam, Singh was ordered by threat of violence to relocate to the Peace Bridge warehouse loading dock, at which point the badged assailants proceeded to loot and rummage through Singh's vehicle. Pause for a minute. Everybody's screaming, "Looting's bad, it's unacceptable." Yeah, no shit it is. So tell the cops to stop looting everybody's vehicle on the side of the road because they have a tag light out. I'll go on to the end of this article. Hey. The assailants left the load of coffee present in the truck, but took possession of the 1,800 pounds of cannabis, separated into 1,680 vacuum-sealed bags. My mouth is watering. After seizing the driver's property, he was then taken by threat of force into custody. He's being held until he can appear in front of a judge, where he faces mandatory minimum penalty of 5 years in prison or a maximum of 40 years and a $5 million fine. Again, that's reported at platoon420.com. So this man was just driving across the American border with his papers and stuff. You guys keep in mind, when I'm addressing these issues, I'm talking from a place of realism, not actualism. So was this man actually committing a crime, and a pretty fucking big one? Yeah, based on our current regulations, right? But was he morally committing a crime just by delivering cargo from point A to point B, something that people get paid to do professionally every day? Who's to even say if the guy really knew what was in the truck? Let's keep in mind. Secondly, we got 1,800 pounds of weed getting moved around in the nation at least every day, from grower to dispensary, all across the country. So what's the difference? And those people aren't getting arrested, and some of them still are. Well, because they're paying the government the ransom. I'm sorry, tax. Tax is what you guys call it. Those guys call it. So, if Ashdeep and whoever was working with Ashdeep, I'm sure it will come out in the future. I'll try to do my best to keep on top of this story. If Ashdeep had paid the millions of dollars of regulatory fees to the government to do this, he'd been okay. But since he or whoever oversees his company did not pay those ransom prices, those extortion charges to the government, Ashdeep might do a minimum of 5 years here. 21 years old. I don't know how India is with their drug laws, and that's definitely something I should probably research to extend upon this story. But yeah, I wonder if any representatives of his country are going to come in and demand his release. I mean, are they going to come to Arshdeep's aid? Or are they just going to let our tyrannical U.S. regime keep him in a box for a minimum of 5 years for driving? Hashtag not my team, America. Ugh. Speaking of which, where is it? I can't find it. I just got my ballot in the mail for Colorado Springs. As they're going out over the country, you guys make sure you pay close attention to that one that says sheriff. Because if that guy doesn't have your best interest in mind, you're going to have an issue. Just saying. So, we will try to do what we can to keep up on Arshdeep Singh, his charges, federal charges, likely. I mean, Border Patrol, that's how that works, right? And with any luck, he can maintain his freedom, but in the world that we live in right now, you and I all know that, unfortunately, that is something that likely won't happen.
I'm the Commander-in-Chief, and I approve this message. Visit platoon420.com today and take the pledge. I will stand tall in the face of tyranny for the best interest of myself and my community. I denounce the archaic drug laws that have made victims of people they were written to protect, and I will not support any legislation that regulates what a person puts in their body.